Okay, the next song is called Falling Niro, in English called Changes. Yalla, 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 oh. Yalla, yalla, ya Ramano. Yalla, 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 yalla. Yalla, yalla, ya Ramano. Swallow. Swallow, swallow. Sugala masadonya nama. Yari, 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 yari. Swallow, Jimmy. Dunia, 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 dunia. Kora be kumala, jimbo be kumala. Wani ya famana jamadala. Alaji Salim Jabi, Adali Zake. Dunia, 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 dunia. Jabi kasama dong kamai bija kolan jago zalimu. Dunia, 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 dunia. Alimalane. Kora be kumala, jimbo be kumala, yeyam be kumala lima. Morning kala dia terjadi gundala, alaji bambodo masa kemujabi. Alai puna tailai dima, aladala. Abdurrahman dima, mbasa dijari dima. Adala ni Idrisa jange mulunda. Aja Jacob jange, aja Fatma jange, aja Kali jange. Aja Gamba jadi. Nyelani garamba jadi mulunda. Papa jadi kesama. Fatma jange. Dunia, dunia, dan dunia lebih menjadi sabari. Tuba, 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 tuba. Se kuah malu bamba, walilai tak berasa. Malam mardu, marlan zadidam, awlam nazabiruna, sabaram baina, salom gapono, sungkar salarko, ye, malam malibba.
Thank you, Salieu. That was Salieu Suso from the Gambia, who is a master musician playing the kora, West African harp. Salieu Suso is also a leader of the Jalia Kafu extended musical ensemble. Please look him up online. He is based in New York. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Salam Azul. My name is Zeshan B. I teach here at Columbia. Welcome to New Moon Rising. Welcome to this event. We organized this for 3 reasons. First and foremost, to celebrate our students, our graduating students. A warm congratulations to the class of 2020. Second, to celebrate the launching, the founding of the new Center for the Study of Muslim Societies. Please visit our website. We do research on Muslim societies around the world. And the third reason we organize this event of music is we're in an acutely difficult, stressful moment right now. As a country, we're in the middle of a plague. There's unrest and protest against injustice across the nation. So we wanted to offer you some art, some music, some healing, some joy. So please stay tuned. We have a stellar lineup of artists from Atlanta to the Gambia, from Chicago to Kashmir, offering different genres, different samples of music, from hip hop to Iraqi jazz to Persian funk and so forth. So please enjoy the show. And if you're not performing, please mute your phone. I'll hand things over now to Professor Catherine Poots.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Hisham. I'm so excited about this. My name is Catherine Spellman-Poots, and I am a sociologist on faculty at Columbia and at Aga Khan University in London. On behalf of the Center for the Study of Muslim Societies, also known as CSMS, a very warm welcome to you all. I just want to say a couple words about CSMS. So we are a center for new research, for artistic programming, and for outreach about really the diverse histories, cultures, and expressions of Muslim communities and societies around the world. Please check out our website. We're going to upload this performance, and you'll see all the other events and activities that we host. I'd also like to thank Columbia's Middle East Institute and the entire team. They've been wonderful and have really allowed us to pull this all together. And a very warm thanks to its director, Professor Brinkley Messick, who's an outstanding leader, and he takes on our ideas and helps us bring them to light. I'd also like to thank Columbia's Center for Religious Life, who's also a co-host, who's also enabled us to book all of these great artists and bring everyone together. I really hope one day we can do this again, but live, when we're on the other side of this terrible pandemic. And I want to commemorate today's concert to everyone that we've lost to this brutal, brutal disease. So thank you, and over to Hussein Rashid, who will introduce the next 2 artists. Thank you.
So Hussein Rashid, Zoom just kicked our friend Hussein Rashid offline, so I'll be doing our next artist is Amir Sulaiman. Amir Sulaiman, I've known for a number of years. He's a poet, he's a recording artist, Harvard fellow, screenwriter, producer from Rochester, New York, though he's joining us from Atlanta. He's an incredible poet. In addition to his latest album, The Opening, he has produced Meccan openings, the Medinian openings, and you may be interested to know he's one of the lead writers for the show Rami that is now broadcasting on Hulu. So he is coming on next, and right after him, Maimouna Youssef. I first saw Maimouna Youssef perform in 2010 in Chicago. Mumu Fresh is a Grammy-nominated singer, MC, songwriter, activist, and acclaimed hip-hop artist who's been called a quadruple threat by The Roots' Black Thought and by Oscar-winning artist Common. So the 2 will perform. You can see detailed bios of these artists. I haven't done them justice, but please go to our website to see detailed bios. But coming up now is Amir Sulaiman, and followed by Mumu Fresh. Take it away, Amir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, and congratulations. Just want to share, inshallah, just a few poems, actually just a couple poems with you. Both of them about life and death, but most of all about love. It's really the only thing I actually write about. She asked, what does it feel like when a poem comes out? I said, it's like I'm writing my insides out, and I gotta get it out before my pen dries out, before my ego finds out. Can't let my ego find out. Because when I'm writing my insides out, my every fear, my every flaw flies out. In my ego where those fears and flaws hide out. So whatever I do, can't let my ego find out. If I couldn't write my insides out, I don't know, I'd probably blow my bloody mind out. Instead, I write and recite to bloom your third eye out. She said, oh, that's what danger, Dead Man Walking's all about. I said, yeah. She said, well, I'm glad you took the divine route. And I said, yes, I took the divine route, but it's only a matter of time before the world finds out this is both heaven and hell coming out of my mouth. She asked, where is the truth hidden? I laughed, not because she asked, but because as I'm living, I'm learning that the truth is hidden everywhere, literally everywhere. There is no place you can scour, search, or visit except the truth is in it. The truth is hidden, even in the question, where is the truth hidden? In truth, the truth isn't hidden, it can't be hidden. It is a true and living. Those that are seeking to hide the truth try to convince me and you that they hid it, but they didn't. It's not that the truth isn't being spoken, perhaps we are just not ready to listen. Certainly we are not ready to listen. And you may be at home in my poem, and if not, you may just visit. And if you can't visit, maybe you shouldn't listen. My poetry is not for everyone. It's no navy blue, Yankee fitted. In fact, it's highly acidic, enough to burn through the mind of a critic. Why be a cynic? When we're moving beyond the speed of light, there is no difference between time and distance. Such I'm both here and there in the same instant. For instance, I'm both man and infant, both devil and angel. I'm both the witness and the witnessed, both monk and misfit. I am the medicine in this sick. If you would like to know what the truth is, and I wrote the answer, which is the answer to the seven senses, and I told sis, hold this close to your heart until your soul sits still when a summer solstice. She said, I can't keep my soul still. It's hard to hold my focus. She said, I've noticed that I can't seem to focus on any real goals. I can only focus on what's closest. She said, how do you know what your goal is? I said, I don't. How does one save the souls of the soulless? Or an eviction notice stapled to the heart of the heedless, souls left homeless, no place to reside in, so they hide out and slide in the bodies of two-eyed men. So my lyricism is an exercise, an exorcism, but the exoteric call it esotericism. I learned jihad from Rumi. The Sunni call me Shia, the Shia call me Sufi. The feds I have WMDs, what I do with the loose leaf, because what I do with the loose leaf make devils lose sleep. And I don't care who's on whose deen. I follow the one who ascended the seven heavens and lands on 2 feet. And it may be too deep, but it is only by his light that you can see through me. And if by his light we have sight, then what is the meaning of day and what is the meaning of night? And I would like not to say that I'm living at night, but I'm living very late. Asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Rough translation, I'm a loser. I aim to block his light, yet claim to follow his sunnah. The truth is, I wish I could sing, so I can mask the bitter truth with sweet melody. Unfortunately for both you and me, I only know how to speak straight with direct diction that doesn't allow for mistakes. She said, but you speak so whole, while the beat breaks, it's so ill, it's so real. I said, it's so real, but I'm so fake. She said, but you sound so sure. I said, that's the point, I'm not sure. I'm barely afloat in the sea without shore. And if you've seen what I saw, then you would certainly know that certainty without flaw is often delusion and no certainty at all. And when it is certainly certainty, it is like a drunken monk, a man so on his square looking at any moment he will fall. At that moment she paused and began to recite Vagabond. I was surprised she nearly memorized my whole poem, she said. If I'm a traveler in this world, then where do I find home? Say, just keep your nose to the grindstone. Tell your mind to never mind the unknown. This is where I rhyme like the spirit of God is in my poem, because in the beginning there was the word, and before that there was the unheard, the unseen. There is nothing past but the present. There is nothing past the past but the present. Just as the moon begins with a crescent, it seems that way, but in that there is a lesson. The whole moon's always present. The whole moon's always present. The whole moon's always present. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. I've yet to learn the secret art of having peace at heart. I take the angst and the anger and make a piece of art. And then I speak it and I share it, and the piece departs to find its home in the warmth of the people's hearts. If I don't have peace with me, how can I have peace with God? It's all or nothing. You can't worship a piece of God. In fact, the peace of God's a facade where the secrets are. You worship God, remember God until you're seeing God. And then you're hearing and you're seeing end up being God. And your hands and your feet end up being God. The human being, God. Only if the human beings knew who the human beings are, my Lord. I've got a soft spot for widows and killers, for orphans and oracles, for the saints and the sinners, for prophets and niggers. Every sword is a picture, every word is a sentence, every sign is a scripture. This world, this life is mostly lies and fitna. Everything in this world is cursed except for those who remember. So I opened a universe and wrote a poem in the center, a post-it note, you hold it close like your coat in the winter. This'll make the sky blush and make outer space spasm. Take the head of a devil, turn his castle to a chasm. A 44 Magnum within my weirdolasm since before Adam and before Adams. ATOM, ADAM, before BC, ADAM, PM, Carpe DM, THEM, Wolf Dean, where them, yeah. A spirit I could hear, but I couldn't see him. Said play Madison Square, but I ain't believe him. He said you'll sell out the garden, straight Adam and Eve him, and kick out the devil just to make you even. The dead won't let me sleep. The living won't let me die in peace. My heart filled with a yesterday that never happened. My hands filled with my face. My long breasts bleeding between my fingers. I killed myself once, but my lives are plural. That's why I can speak to the immoral like I'm immortal. The mind is fertile, birth of verse with no epidural. The truth hurts, speaking life into the dead as if it's normal. This is the lion-hearted, the fire starter, the sound and the fury. William Faulkner, The Color Purple, Alice Walker, Canterbury Tales, Geoffrey Chaucer. Every people were sent a prophet. Likewise, every people have been sent an imposter, and every people have been sent an author to tell their story. This is the tale of what turns a man into a monster, and what turns that monster into a martyr, and the shadow of untold trauma, the secret art of how to unfold karma, and the divine unknown drama, true and living. We're just trying to make Black history, but it's like they're trying to make Blacks history, and won't even write a eulogy for you and me. Misery loves company, but the company loves misery. The company will co-op your story and sell your suffering HD, your tragedy seen more vividly. Obviously, we must be NSFW. They don't want to pay you but peddle you, or just petty cash to settle you. That's why it's hard to employ me, but even harder to ignore me. The irony isn't lost on me, how they made slaves of the masters of ceremonies. Ha, clever, me, never. They like their bitches spayed, niggas neutered, nigga babies carefully tutored to be foolish yet ruthless, to eat garbage and drink sewage, until we even saying African American sound like a nigga Judas. The American dream is a love song gone wrong, a fantasy long gone. But if you knew this and still want to be a slave, then you're stupid and useless. I'm gonna tell you straight. This ain't the shucking and jiving picking any nigga. This is the pick of the litter. Alpha male, still smell like infamil, imbecile. I'm Oscar Grant, still mourning Emmett Till. I'm Emmett Smith, no NFL, running and juking in the killing fields. And those killing fields deadly enough even to make Emmett still. I admit still, shooken up every time I see Emmett's grill. Into my molars sparking, I taste battery acid. And maybe that's too drastic. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe seeing dead babies shouldn't faze me, but it does. It does, it does, it will, it does, it has, it does. Are we not flesh and bone? Are we not minds and souls? Our eyes either blind or closed, as if we don't see, as if we don't know? They'll kill you like it's no biggie, no diddy. While we arguing over who the king of New York City, they emasculate the greats, buy Black Panther, Hello Kitty, or slowly assassinate the greats. Goodbye, Whitney. You can see the future if you learn history. I'm speaking to you straight and right. They'll have you leaning left like 450. What the wealth weed of women have you chasing dimes, wasting time. Wealth weed of women chasing dimes. That's a triple double entendre and alliteration at the same damn time. Okay, so the Sufi can rhyme. Can we have another conversation other than your top 5 dead or alive? Instead, can we talk about the top 1% and the bottom 99? Or the wise 5% and the deaf, dumb, and blind 85? Or how the circle 7 and the 120 saved our lives? On a boat with Jesus' name, Lucifer came. And then proof of our name went poof, David Blaine. Disappeared between the noose and the chains, euthanasia introducing the youth to the cane. So we singing and rapping, attempts at reducing the pain. We don't know what else to do with the pain. We don't know what else to do with the pain. They say rap for us, and then they clap for us. Are you not entertained? Standing on my brother's body, are you not entertained? Carrying my son's carcass, are you not entertained? But even through all the battery and all the abuse, we are still so beautiful. Our babies like balls of light, bright enough to brighten the darkness of the battlefield. But me looking into my daughter's face only reminds me that there's a battle still, and that the battle's real, and that a draw is a win for losers. We must win. They have killed us so many times. We have died so many deaths. We have died for everyone. We have died for everything. We have died for nothing, for nothing, for nothing. We are done with death. We will not die another day. We are the true and living, and we must win. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amir. That was wonderful. Moving to Mumu Fresh. Thank you, Maimouna. Grammy-nominated artist, Mumu Fresh.
Thank you all. Assalamu alaikum. And Amir, I can't even, feel it all through me. Thank you. Oh, is it all right? Can you hear me? It's good. Okay. Who says I cannot chase rainbows? Who are you to deny me of my dreams? Who are you who says I cannot chase rainbows? Maybe there's a pot of gold for me. Oh, 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 People who keep money in the mattress, they break the law, claim people's kids on their taxes, they bang on the system, they hear that people captive, live for the day tomorrow might be in the casket, couldn't afford the dream, we couldn't afford the scream, we took life as it came, but with the doors of change, redefining the schemes of my wealth, but then I ask the same things of myself, am I to be beautiful, who am I to be strong, who am I to be powerful, who am I to be flawed, who am I to have peace, who am I to be free, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. I'm every color of the rainbow string. If you're feeling lucky, follow me. Said if you're feeling lucky, follow me. Let's get free. Who says I cannot chase rainbows? Who are you to deny me of my dreams? Who says I cannot chase rainbows? Maybe there's a particle of me. Who says I cannot chase rainbows? Who are you to deny me of my dreams? Who said I cannot chase rainbows? Maybe there's a particle of me. Thank you. All right. I want to do this song. It's like an old spiritual. I like old spirituals though. My grandmother taught me this song. It's called Behind Every Dark Cloud. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining after each rainstorm. There's a bright new sky when troubles grieve you. and your government deceives you. I added that part. Oh, these worries will be over in the morning. The morning. The morning. When trials pull your heartstrings, don't be discouraged, even though, oh man, misery fills your eyes with tears. These sorrows will soon pass, and soon they will depart. Oh, joy, 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 joy will follow. In the behind every dark cloud. Thank you. I see the hands moving. I'm just going to clap to myself so I can feel appreciated. I want to do one more song. Dum, 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 dee, dum, 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 dee, dum, 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 dee. Dum, dee, dum, dum, dum. Oh, sorry, baby. Dum, dee, dum, dum, dum. Ooh, dum, dee, dum, 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 dee, dum, dee, dum, dee, dum, 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 dee, dum. Ooh, I imagine this song being like a doo-wop. You know, back in the boogie when cats used to harmonize, they sit in a little circle, pour out a little liquor, pay homage to the ones that already left. If I should die, tomorrow, at the hands of the police, and the papers say we're gonna call it a suicide. Would you even question why? Would you shake your head, say this ain't right? Would you do your best to forget about me? Please don't forget about me. hands of the policeman. Oh, would you remember me for the good I've done? Will my name be smeared and my story unsung? Would you search for the answers or take what they hand us? Oh, say my name. Oh, my name. Say my name. Yeah, yeah. Don't forget my name. Say my name. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Maimouna. Thank you. Thank you. That was phenomenal. Thank you so much, Maimouna. I will introduce our next two artists. Yes, please look up the recordings of Mumu Fresh. She's an astonishing artist. Our next artist is Chicago's very own Zeshan B, an astonishingly versatile vocalist and recording artist who blends qawwali and classical Indian music with opera and soul. Zeshan made his US television debut in August 2017 when he performed his hit single Crying in the Streets on the Stephen Colbert Show, Late Night with Stephen Colbert. He did a PBS New Hour special called Groovin' for Change. Zeshan B's latest album, Melismatic, was released just last week. Please check it out. Right after Zeshan B, we will have Rachid Halihal, a classically trained vocalist, violinist, and oud player who performs various genres of North African and Andalusian music. He sings in Arabic and Hebrew. He has a musical ensemble here in New York and was until recently the conductor of the Aswat Orchestra of San Francisco. You can find both of them on iTunes and Spotify. Zeshan B, it's all yours.
Thank you, Hisham. Just want to first make sure, can everybody hear me okay? Great. That's wonderful. Boy, it's tough to follow Amir Sulaiman and Mumu Fresh. Mumu Fresh and I, we go way back. It's same with Amir. And I want to continue that doo-wop vibe that you had going, Maimouna. And I want to do this song called Stay. It goes like this. Oh, meri gali mein, hai meri gali mein, meri gali, hai meri gali mein, meri gali, hai meri gali mein, meri gali, hai meri gali mein. तब्दील आ रही है ओ तब्दील आ रही है तब्दील आ रही है आए मेरी गली में मेरी गली में मेरी गली में तब्दील आ रही है तब्दील आ रही है मेरी गली में ओ मेरी गली में तब्दील आ रही है तब्दील आ रही है ओ तब्दील आ रही है मेरी गली में Listen, I wanna stay, hey, won't run away. No, I wanna play, hey, just like we used to do. This was a Shangri-La, the city in the Garden of Eve. We never had to go far with all the 1,000 miles to feed. Oh yeah, no, it ain't much, but it's enough for us. I got the Midas touch, and now it's getting hard to breathe. No more word on the streets, I know, 'cause I ain't hearing a beat. So I'm down on my knees, I wanna stay. I won't run away, no, I wanna play, hey, just like we used to do back in the day, hey, full of teenage hopes, just let me stay, hey, like I used to do. It wasn't heaven on earth, but it kept us out of the cold. And if it keeps getting worse, then I won't recognize my own. No more word on the streets, I know, 'cause I ain't hearing the beat. So I'm down on my knees, I wanna stay. Hey, won't run away, no, I wanna play, hey, just like we used to do back in the day, hey, full of teenage hopes, just let me stay, hey, like I used to do, oh, 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 my first kiss don't live here no more. Oh, 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 my last name don't come around no more. So where do I go if I can't go? Oh, where do I go? Oh, I wanna stay, won't run away, no, I wanna play, hey, just like we used to do back in the day, hey, full of teenage hopes, just let me stay, hey, like I used to do. Thank you so much, folks. I can see the hands going. It's really interesting to perform for a screen, but I feel the love. I feel the love just like, emanating. And so I want to thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I want to congratulate all of you who are graduating, taking this, next step in your life. May you go forth and multiply. May all your research papers and dissertations and all the things that you studied, may they prove to be beneficial to you in this next stage of your life. I wanted to, in honor of you guys, in honor of my time as a student when I was in grad school, I'm wearing a cardigan right now. I just wanted to point that out, just as like a shout out to all of you, because that's what I used to wear in grad school. But anyway, I'm gonna do another song. This one is called Crying in the Streets. This is from my last album, Vetted. And this is a song that was originally written in 1968, but I find it to be no less relevant, especially today with everything that's going on in this country. And this one's called Crying in the Streets. It goes like this. Yaro Kali Jano Ko Jano Kali Jane Bhi Jane Hai. I see somebody marching. They're marching down the street. Yeah. I see somebody marching them marching down the street. Yeah. This time we stop and pray to have a better day. Yeah. I see somebody marching down the street. Yeah. I see somebody crying. They're crying in the street. Yeah. I see somebody crying. They're crying in the street. Yeah. Lord, I see somebody crying. They're crying in the street. Yeah. I see somebody dying. They're dying in the street. George Floyd, this goes out to you. Yeah. I see somebody dying. Dying in the street. Someday they'll all be dancing. Yeah. They'll dance in the street. Oh, Lord, I pray. Someday they'll be dancing. They'll dance in the street. Oh, oh, oh. Someday they'll all be dancing in the street. Thank you, folks. I think I have time for one more. And I know that a lot of you are studying music and traditions and idioms of the East. And I've got some visual aids for you here. This is Enter Exhibit A. I'm going to get a little academic. Is it okay if I get a little academic for you guys? I'm wearing my cardigan, so I figured I could, you know. You know, a lot of the songs that I write are sort of born out of like my, you know, having been grown up around Indian music. And this next song I'm writing is based on a rag. It's called Rag Kafi. It goes like this. This is called a tanpura. I'm gonna do this here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so check this out. No she, no she, no she. That's all based on that Rag Kafi, which is like the Dorian mode. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Which in the West here we say do re mi fa sol la te do, do te, et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea. So this song that I'm about to do is based on that Rag Kafi, and it is also on my album Melismatic. I hope you all check it out. And it's just been a pleasure. This one's called No Sheen. It goes like this. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, ooh, ooh. We were shooting for the same degree. You work so quietly. Your eyes on the prize, but not on a guy like me. I was tangled up in my own strings, learning how to spread my wings, finding my way to my bride of spring. You have played with pain, had no time for games. Can't stop saying your name. No shields, forever you flow through my dreams. A slow motion movie scene, fields of green. My voice is cracking. No shield, as easy as breathing to me, as blinding as sun off the sea. Oh no shield. I push until I reach the sky, but the air gets cold up high. Breathing it in, I shiver and I sigh. The days turn into a blue malaise. I think about 100 ways I could have roamed the roads I've left unpaved. Oh, 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 I don't know. Oh, oh, why your grass is so green? No shield, forever you flow through my dreams. A slow motion movie scene, fields of green. No shield, as easy as breathing to me, as blinding as sun off the sea. No shield. Ooh, shield, no shield, no shield. तू ही मेरा ईमान ओ दिल, तेरे बिन जिंदगी गमगीन, मेरी नौशीन, नौशीन, तू ही मेरा ईमान ओ दिल, तेरे बिन जिंदगी गमगीन, मेरी नौशीन.
Zeshan B, thank you very much. Please check out his latest album, Melismatic. Our next performer is Rachid Halihal, trained in the Conservatory of Fez, Morocco, and a leading performer of Andalusi music and various North African genres. Rachid, it's all yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes, excellent.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I am lucky to meet an amazing artist today. I want to congratulate to all of you on the Columbia University and Happy Aid. I'm gonna sing one tune called Bin al-Barah wal-Yum. It means between yesterday and today. It was miracle. It was a beautiful time. It was sweet night. بين البلح والليل الويلة يا محلاها فيها الفرح مرغوب عمري ما ننسى بين البلح والليل الويلة يا محلاها بها الفرح مرغوب عمري ما ننسى. عديتها مع غزالي واحنا في البستان عدتها مع غزالي واحنا في البستان الولاية لليالي بالورد والسوسن يا ليلي يا عيني يا ليلي يا عيني بين البلع واليوم عمري ما ننساها كشمي شباب كشمي غني وتهيلي علمي بيني وبيني كشمي شباب كشمي غني وتهيلي علمي بيني وبيني يا ليلة الباب بتفكرك كل يوم يا ليلة الباب بتفكرك كل يوم بيكي قلبي فرح نسكن مع ليالي يا عيني يا ليلي يا ليلي يا عيني يا ليلي يا عيني بين البلع واليوم الولاية محلاها بين البلح واليوم الولاية محلاها بها الفرح مغروم عمري ما ننساها كيشمي شباب كيشمي غني وتهيلي علمي بيني وبيني من البلح واليوم الولاية محلاها بها الفرح مغروم عمري ما ننساه. Thank you. The second song I'm gonna sing, I wish I can sing all the languages, you know, because there are a lot of people, many nationalities in Colombian University. I'm gonna sing Tunisian song. لاموني اللي غاروا مني قالوا لي وش عجبك فيها لاموني اللي غاروا مني قالوا لي وش عجبك فيها جاوبت اللي جهلوا فني خذوا عيني شوفوا بيها جاوبت اللي جهلوا فني خذوا عيني شوفوا بيها
هالطفلة اللي غنتو منها حبيتوني باش ننساها، ما نقدرش نبعد عنها وانا كالحوتة في ماء. هالطفلة اللي غنتو منها حبيتوني باش ننساها، ما نقدرش نبعد عنها وانا كالحوتة في ماء. عاشق ومغروم في كانها، حياتي الفاني كل فيها، لا ميلي بتشوفي غاني سهلي بتلفي فيها، لا ميلي بتشوفي غاني سهلي بتلفي فيها، بتغني تمشقاني بلو على الغموغية. أنا في عينها آدم، هي في عيني حواء، قالوا لي أنا الشعش خادم، قلت لهم يبدو مدوا. أنا في عينها آدم، هي في عيني حواء، قالوا لي أنا الشعش خادم، قلت لهم يبدو مدوا. سمرة وغنى عليها العالم والعالم كله شهيدة، لا ميلودي تشوفي غاني سهلي بتلفي فيا، لاموني اللي غاروا مني قالوا لي وش عجبك فيها، جاوبت اللي جهلوا فني خذوا عيني شوفوا بيها، جاوبت اللي جهلوا فني خذوا عيني شوفوا بيها. Thank you. Another song, Moroccan song. Sorry. Plays another instrument. Can you hear me? غريب غريب يا عباد الله، غريب غريب يا عباد الله، غريب نقي ندور نحوس على غزالي، على غزالي غزالي غزالي. علاش يا غزالي وعلاش يا غزالي مشيتي في حالك كيفاش النوم يا حلالي، علاش يا غزالي وعلاش يا غزالي مشيتي في حالك كيفاش النوم يا حلالي، علاش يا الليل خليتني هاي، علاش يا الليل خليتني هاي، هايم في قلوبي حبك يا الضال قهر وحكم، حبك يا الضال قهر وحكم، حكم في قلوبي. ويتني وعدتني قل لي علاه، مشيتي وخليتني قل لي علاه، ويتني وعدتني قل لي علاش علاش مشيتي وخليتني وقول لي علاه، وقول لي علاش النوم ما حلاش، قول لي علاش النوم ما حلاش، علاش 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 يا غزالي. خليتني في النور هين في جروح، خليتني في النور هين في جروح، خليتني في نوحي هايم في جروح نسيت الماضي عيت من نادي نسيت الماضي من نادي طال سهادي محلتي راضي طال سهادي حلتي راضي ويتني وعدتني قولي علاه مشيتي وخليتيني قولي علاه ويتني وعدتني قولي علاش علاش مشيتي وخليتيني وقولي علاش قولي علاش النوم محلاش قولي علاش النوم محلاش علاش 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 يا غزالي خليتني في نوحي هايم في جروحي خليتني في نوحي هايم في جروحي ونسيتي الماضي عيت من نادي نسيتي الماضي من نادي طال سهادي بحالتي راضي طال سهادي بحالتي راضي ويتني وعديتني قولي علاه مشيتي وخليتيني قولي علاه ويتني وعديتيني قولي علاش علاه مشيتي وخليتيني قولي علاه وقولي علاش النوم محلاش قولي علاش النوم محلاش علاش 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 يا غزالي يا ناسي نسي العالي نسيتيني حرام عليك وحلفتي عمرك ما تخون وخا حلفتي جاو قالولي عليك يا ناسي يا نسي العالي نسيتيني حرام عليك وحلفتي ما تخون وخا حلفتي جاو قالولي عليك سيتيني سيتياني هجمتيني قطعتي كلامي سيتيني سيتياني هجمتيني قطعتي كلامي وخا حلفتي جاو قالولي عليك يا يا ناسي يا ناسي العالي نسيتيني حرام عليك وحلفتي عمرك ما تخون وخا حلفتي جاو قالولي عليك نسيتيني نسيتياني هجمتيني قطعتي كلامي وخا حلفتي جاو قالولي عليك
Wow, Rachid, thank you so much. That was absolutely beautiful. It was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so moving on, I'd like to introduce the next three artists, starting with Alsarah of the Nubatones. Alsarah is a singer, songwriter, and an ethnomusicologist. She was born in Khartoum, Sudan, until she moved to Yemen with her family. She had to leave Yemen abruptly and eventually settled in the United States in Brooklyn. She asserts herself as an East African retro pop music artist. She, along with her group, have released 2 albums and have traveled extensively on tour. So she will be followed by Amir Elsaffar. Amir is a composer, a trumpet player, a santoor player, a vocalist. He's been described by The Wire as uniquely poised to reconcile jazz and Arabic music. The Chicago Tribune noted that he's one of the most promising figures in jazz today. Amir he is a classically trained jazz trumpet player who's also created techniques for Arabic music to be played on the trumpet. He's also a master of the centuries-old Iraqi maqam tradition. He has released 7 critically acclaimed albums, and he tours internationally with different ensembles. After Amir, we'll then turn to Irfaan Bukhari. Irfaan is a singer and songwriter representing the Kashmir. He writes songs mostly in Urdu and Kashmiri languages, but he's a great lover of classic ballads from Kashmiri folklore. He has been working on his debut album, which he plans to release very soon. So I'd like to now turn to Alsarah. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. I'd like to dedicate our set tonight to everyone Black across the world. I'd like to dedicate our set tonight to Black Lives Matter. I'd like to dedicate our set tonight to George Floyd and every other Black body that was deemed dispensable. So happy moon rising to all of us. This song is called Nubanutu. I like to think of it as the unofficial Nubian anthem. next song is called Ayan Taban. I learned it from three little girls when I was out at a refugee camp called Yusuf Batil and working on a documentary called Beats of the Internet. And one of my favorite things about the song is the fact that it's a simple love song written in the middle of a war camp, which always gives me hope about the way things needs to be.
Thank you so much, Alsarah.
Thank you very much. I see hands moving, so I suppose that's applause. It's really a joy and an honor to be part of this incredible program. I'm so inspired by everybody I've heard so far. I really hope when this is all over, we can all get together in the same room and play together, because I would love to play with each person that I've had the pleasure of listening to today. It's really wonderful. Thank you to Catherine and Hisham and everyone for making this happen today. It's truly a joy. I just played a taqsim, which is an improvisation on the trumpet in the style of Arabic maqam. And that was sort of a spontaneous piece. And now I'm going to proceed with another piece on a different instrument. This is called the santur. I think you can see it on the screen. It's a 96-string hammered dulcimer that's been played in Iraq since, well, about the Babylonian era, so around 3,000 years. And it's part of the maqam al-Iraqi tradition, which is the classical music of Baghdad. And so I'm going to perform a short improvisation and then a maqam called Penjiga. I hope you enjoy it.
جسمي كجفنك من هواك عليل وقصير ليلي من نواك طويل وقصير ليلي من نواك طويل أمان 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 داد بدادي يا فاتني بنواظر مكحولة من غنجها ما عب فيها الميل ما عب فيها الميل أمان 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 داد بدادي أمان أمان وكحيل طرفك قد نضى اليسار من ماض على العشاق وهو كليل هيدوس هيدوس أمان 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 aman, 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 dad, bidade, هالليلة حلوة حلوة وجميلة هالليلة حلوة حلوة وجميلة جميلة ليلة جميلة هالليلة أهلا وسهلا بك يا الجنة غايب أهلا وسهلا بك يا الجنة غايب وقلبي من فرقات باقي مصايب جميلة ليلة جميلة هالليلة حلوة حلوة وجميلة هالليلة حلوة حلوة وجميلة جميلة ليلة جميلة
Thank you all very much. I'm covered in sweat. It's tough over here because we have to close all the windows so we don't have outside noise and the air conditioner is off. But it was a joy and pleasure performing for all of you nonetheless. Wonderful seeing all of you, great artists today, and thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. We hope to do more in person in the near future. And at this point, I would like to hand it off to the wonderful Irfaan Bukhari, who's going to perform on, oh, what instrument do you have there? Well, you're going to tell us.
As a ukulele.
It's a 6-string, though.
Irfaan?
I think Irfaan's muted.
Is Irfaan muted?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to unmute.
All right, Irfaan. Thank you. It's all yours.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Greetings all the way from Kashmir. I am so honored to be playing today here, sharing screen with some of the amazing musicians out there. So I just feel so good to be playing tonight. I'm gonna play, I'm bringing Kashmiri folk to you in a completely different sound, which is purely contemporary. And I'm gonna play, my first song is called Tamanna, which is a very old folk song of Kashmir. I hope you guys like this song. Hold on, I think it got muted.
मैं मस्तूरे दिलुक सृहत हो थम सूरे सलो युद्ध तीर संदूरे सुछुक नोज़ाहाँ चले बुरो तमन्ना चानी दीदारुक मैं छुम इम्बर जले बुरो फजिस यामत लजिस चने गजिस जाने कले बुरो हो Karan mahajur chuhus nasgat wananyaras patoakhkat Karan mahajur chuhus nasgat wananyaras patoakhkat ye dil devan goche pat besrit नारले बुबरो तमन्ना चाने दीदारुक मैं छुम इम्बर जले बुबरो फजिस यामत लजिस चने गजिस जाने कले बुबरो So I think I was on mute when I was asked what instrument this is. This is a ukulele. It's a hybrid of guitar and ukulele. Gives you both sounds together. Okay, so the next song that I'm going to play is, this is again a folk song, a very old folk song, and I hope you guys like this one. Yim tir jigras titham darit Yim tir jigras titham darit Chuse lalwan tigat se jaan havisiye Mehman tigat se jaan havisiye lagi perit sei masyoko Nyam lagi perit sei masyoko Nyam lagi perit sei masyoko Nyam lagi perit sei masyoko Az dilo jaan tigat se jaan havisiye. Okay. So I think I'm gonna play one last song before I finish this one. So this song, I written this song very recently. It's an original, so let me play this one. It's an arranged song. कहानी मेरी अधूरी है अभी, सवालों में उलझी है कहीं, कलम से सियाही बह रही, मुख्तसर बेखबर जिंदगी, उसी मोड़ पे गुम हो, मिलो तो कभी ये कहूँ Okay, so I think, yeah, I'll call it set now. Thank you so much for having me. I mean, they're all senior musicians and I was the only kid here and I really loved being part of it. Thank you so much. Over to you, Hisham and Catherine. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much for that set, Irfaan, and all the artists so far. Thank you so much for all that you've done so far. My name is Hussein Rashid. I wasn't here a little bit earlier because of tech problems, but salams and Eid Mubarak to you all. I'm an independent scholar in the orbit of the Center for the Study of Muslim Societies at Columbia and affiliated with the Office of Religious Life at Columbia as well. It's great to be here. I used to teach at Columbia, so I want to congratulate all the students who are tuning in and who are with us today, all the alumni who are joining us, and all the potential students, I hope, as well, too. It is my great pleasure to introduce our next two acts. The first is Mitra Sumara. Mitra Sumara is, and I don't know how better way to say this, is New York's Farsi funk diva, and she's backed by an international group of musicians. She revives the vibrant Persian pop and funk music, which in the 60s and 70s combined disco, funk, Latin beats, and Middle Eastern melodies and poetic lyrics. Mitra Sumara is Yvette Musudi, who was adopted and raised by American parents in Los Angeles. She founded Mitra Sumara after studying Farsi and reuniting with her birth father. The project is an outgrowth of Yvette's journey to reclaim her personal identity and a love letter to the beauty of Iranian culture and music. Mitra Sumara is a combination of Farsi words to mean the light of our friendship and is a bridge across worlds, cultures, and families. And for those of you who are joining in now, there are long, full bios on the websites, and we're sending out invitations. We're only doing short bios now. I can't give our artists enough credit. We can't give the artists enough credit for all the amazing things that they've done and taking the time out to be with us today. After Mitra Sumara, we've got Akram Ahmad Al-Mustafa. Akram Al-Mustafa is the son of the Dean of Sudanese Art, Ahmad Al-Mustafa. He was born in Sudan and currently lives in the United States. He performs modern Arabic Sudanese classical music, and he plays the oud, the keyboard, and the hand drum. One of the things that is striking about him is that his other profession besides being a musician is that he is an IT engineer and consultant. And so he seems like the perfect Columbia student, heavy on the arts, heavy on the sciences. So with that, I'll turn it over to Mitra Sumara.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. So I'm going to start I'm working a little lo-fi today. Thank you to quarantine. But I wanted to first wish the class of 2020, congratulations. I'm so excited to be here at the New Moon Rising Festival. This next song is Mousem Gol, Season of Flowers. موسم گل شد و وقت گل چیدن خوش بود روی گل چهره بوسیدن جام می باید از گرهان گیری بوسه از این آگاهی از آن گیری به خیالم که زهالم ماه باسی ای گل نبسره با کشی بلبل از دست گل شکوه ها دارد وعده گرهان کی وفا دارد گفتی از خال زارت خواب دارد از دل بیقرارت خواب دارد به خیالم که زهالم ماه باسی ای گل نبسره با کشی دستی ای گل موسم گل شد و وقت گل چیدن خوش بود روی گل چهره بوسیدن
Akram Al-Mustafa.
Thank you, Sham. I'm going to connect my mic.
Go ahead.
And then if I disconnect, I'm going to reconnect again. I don't know why. Just keep disconnecting.
No problem. Akram, come back, please.
Hisham, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Something. How about now?
There's a last hit, though.
Is it good to go?
There's
Okay.
a loud hit. There's a hiss.
You want me to raise the volume a little bit?
Just keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum for having me. I'm going to be performing 2 or 3 songs. It depends on your time. Just a little bio about my father. I'm going to be playing his songs. He is the legend of the Sudan. He was called the Dean of the Arts. So he's one of the singers and composer who brought the orchestra into Sudan. Used to be the old style, old music, which is the drum. He brought the orchestra into Omdurman and Khartoum. So that was back in the 40s, late 30s, 40s. So we'll be playing 2 songs. The first song called The Handsome. He put the melody into it, and the writer, whose name is Taha Hamadou. So hopefully you'll like the song.
الوسيم القلب رادو الجمال حازن فرادو ماله لو مرة افتكرني ماله لو أنجز ميعادو لا هو جامل لا هو أسى وقلبي بيت عزيب بادو وقلبي بيت عزيب بادو مني شالوا ما عادوا بحداده وشفته كان في توب حداده وكل حواسي عليه نادوا عليه نادوا استجاب لندايا جا كان عواطفه كان تجا استجاب لندايا جا كان عواطفه كان تجا عزة من بعده عزة من بعده عزة من بعده تلاقي رغم قربه واشتياقي طرفي مو زايد طرفي مو زايد طرفي موت زايد سهاد وجسمي جافر رغد مهاد طرفي موت زايد طرفي موت زايد نظري زادوا غير خصاله واعتداده ايه يقول في نظري زادوا غير خصاله واعتداده مهما يجفو في قربه اطمع مهما يجفو في قربه اطمع ما بطيق لغيره اسمع ما بطيق لغيره أسمع ما بطيق لغيره أسمع ما بطيق لغيره أسمع أسألوه أسألوه يا ناس أسألوه أسألوه إذا تبسم واتركوه إذا واجبي حتى ما صون وداده واجبي حتى ما صون وداده مهما كان صدوا عناده صدوا عناده صدوا عناده صدوا عناده صدوا عناده صدوا عناده
Okay, the next song, thank you, we're going to be playing, it's called The Days and Nights. So my father, as you can see, he's behind me in the pictures. He played about 111 songs. He put the melody in all of them, and he wrote some of these songs too. And he's a composer too. So we're going to play, the next one is going to be called The Day and Nights.
تصفالي لاحظ بسام لا عطف أقدام تمر أيام أيام وليالي تمر أيام أيام وليالي الناس في الحب تم هناهم وناس في الحب شافوا شقاهم قدر حكام والسعادة أقسام تمر أيام أيام تمر أيام أيام وليالي قالوا تهنوا هاكي اختار أبيت الجنة ودرت النار عذابه يام أسوء آلام تمر أيام أيام وليالي تمر أيام أيام وليالي رغم الأشواق وجحيم دنيانا مناهية معاك ننعم بهوانا ونعيش في سلام هنا وأنغام مدى الأيام أيام وليالي نعيش في سلام أيام وليالي سلام في سلام أيام وليالي هنا وأنغام أيام وليالي أيام بتمر وراها ليالي سقتني المر وأبد تصفالي لا حوض بسام لا عطف أقدام تمر أيام تمر أيام أيام وليالي تمر أيام تمر أيام أيام وليالي.
So Hisham, it's up to you. We can give you another song or we can end up here. One more, okay.
رحماك يا ملاك باهاك ملكني أقول أهواك وهواك أهلكني هلاكني ملاكني جنني صباك بالبي ما داري شاغلني هواك كم ليه أداري هلاكني ملاكني وجنني حسنك قساك قساك عليا بعدك نساك نساك البيا هلاكني ملاكني وجنني لاهيك صباك بالبي ما داري شاغلني هواك كم ليه أداري هلاكني ملاكني وجنني حسنك قساك قساك عليا بعدك نساك نساك البيا هلاكني ملاكني جنني برجاك برجاك لمتين تنساني كفاك كفاك دمعي وحرماني هلاكني ملاكني وجنني
Thank you, Sham, for having me. Shukran. Hold on.
Thank you so much, Akram. Thank you for a wonderful performance. Then go ahead.
I think we can hear you now.
Thank you all so much. You know, I'm somebody who studies Muslim cultures, really invested in the lyrical tradition. I've been following some of these artists for years. I've been buying albums. Yes, I still do that because that's how I support artists. And would love to see some of these shows live when we can again. Thank you to all the artists for taking time out, for celebrating Colombia, for giving us this great gift of culture and joy in a time when I think all of us are struggling for it. We're not done yet. We do have one more act to come, but we do want to give our thanks now so you can end on a high note with an artist rather than with us talking. So thank you to all the artists. We really do appreciate it. We appreciate you. And we hope that many of you who are listening today find new artists that you're going to go out and support, as well as look to some of your favorites who you've already been listening to for a while. But thank you all so very much.
I just want to say a goodbye as well. Thank you so much to all of the artists. You are all really so wonderful. I can't wait to see you perform in person on the other side of this awful crisis. And I'd also like to thank all of the listeners for taking part, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And over to you, Hisham. Thank you.
Hey. Thank you all to all the artists. Last but not least on the roster is Grammy-nominated artist Maalem Hassan Benjaafar, who is a master of Gnawa music. he has performed with the likes of Randy Weston and other jazz greats. He is the lead singer of the group Enough Gnawa. He has performed at Coachella, Red Rocks Amphitheater, and in November 2017, he and his group were nominated for a Grammy for a song that he wrote. Without further ado, Benjaafar with you, Bati.
يوبادي راجل مسكين يوبادي مشى السودان يوبادي مشى من اللبان لا اله الا الله شفيعنا رسول الله يوبادي يا رجال افريقيا يوبادي الله اكبر يوبادي سيدنا بلال يوبادي نبينا يوبادي قناوة سيدي يوبادي قناوة اللولين يوبادي نعلم حسن زيتون يوبادي يرحمو يالله يوبادي نعلم حمود يوبادي يرحمو يالله نعلم يا بن جعفر يوبادي دايم الله يوبادي قناوة اللولين يوبادي سالو لله لا إله إلا الله شفيعنا رسول الله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر يا بن جعفر يوبادي الله أكبر الله لا يوبادي دايم الله يوبادي 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 رجال أفريقيا يوبادي رادي وصلا يوبادي يرحمهم يالله يوبادي قداوى الأولين يوبادي يرحمهم يالله يوبادي نيويورك سيتي يوبادي يحفظها يالله يوبادي يوبادي ألا يوبادي الله أكبر يوبادي راس المسكين يوبادي رجال افريقيا يوبادي احنا خوك مسلمين يوبادي الله اكبر الله يوبادي يا رجال الله يوبادي ترحم والدينا يوبادي يقنا والولين يوبادي الله والله سيادي ما كاين غير الله لا اله الا الله شفعنا يا رسول الله.
Next song for everybody. السلام عليكم. يا سندي الله يرحم والدي القناوية يا سندي الروحانية يا سندي الله يرحم والدي أفريقيا سودانية بمبرا ويوغندا يا سيدي يا سندية يا غراس خويا يا سندية داك عزيز عليا هناوية يا سندية الله يرحم الصالحين يا القناوية يا سندية القناوية بسم الله باش بديت يا وعلانا بينا صليت يا ابو عمامه رسول الله صلى على والمدني صلى الله على العربي والله اكبر يا سنديه وهذه فوضى القناويه ومولانا سعى والخير شافينا بجاه تيسير شافينا ويا رحمن جود علينا بالغفران يا سندية الله يرحم الصالحين الله يرحم الوالدين السلام عليكم. Thank you. Okay.
Tell the graduates good luck. Good luck to the graduates.
One more.
One more. One more.
جو جوي كحل جوي افريقيا ناوي الطنبكتو ناوي سيادي شيادي ماماني الحل يا سيدي العرب بابا ميمون والوري يا سيدي الله بابا ميمون يا سيدي العرب بابا ميمون جوني في راس الواد استوريح قوية حجاج عماعينية قناوي الله يداوي وسيدي العرب بابا ميمون والولي يا سيدي الولي بابا ميمون يا سيدي العرب بابا ميمون وقيناوي بابا ميمون وقيناوي سيدي ميمون وقيناوي بوشاشية الشتا والبردحية والحجاج عماعينية وهما جو وقيناوي ناوي حالي سياسي رجال الله من النوبة والوالدين الصالحين أو القناوي أو السلميني أو ههواجة يا رجال الله Peace love.
Sounds great, my brother.
Shukran.
Thank you so much, Maalem. That was really
so
wonderful.
much pleasure, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone.
Good job, man. Thank you.